In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and explain why I landed on Chicago when I was deciding which city to live in. I will go ahead and dive in to why I picked Chicago, how I measured each city when I was looking at different cities, and most importantly, I will address the common questions that people ask when moving to Chicago. So in this search for a city, I wanted to be able to walk to anywhere I want, walk to the grocery store, walk to the dentist, walk to the baseball stadium. I wanted to walk anywhere and everywhere. The streets are super narrow. The nice part about having the narrow street is that everything is actually designed for humans, not cars. A lot of these newer cities that we're making right now, you actually need a car to participate in them. It sucks when you don't. I have 2 feet that work perfectly fine, so I don't know, why do I need to do that? Another thing about walking around is that it's easy to do your errands on a daily basis. I had to return something from Amazon and it only took me 3 minutes instead of 30. I also wanted to be able to bike everywhere. So I like to ride bikes, and I kind of like to be able to ride bikes in a place where I don't feel like I'm gonna be killed. Chicago has a really good biking infrastructure. They have a good council that's looking to keep adding more bike infrastructure. There's improvements happening, so that's really awesome. Another aspect that I looked at was the cost of living. So cities are, yes, generally more expensive. You can think about the value that you get for a city. I wanted to find a city that had a lot to offer and not just something really boring that's expensive. I wanted to have things to do. I wanted to go to baseball games, museums, world-class amenities. I'm talking like art, sports, architecture. And so I decided that that was important. Another thing that I looked at was the public transit availability in the city. See, I wanted to not have a car anymore. I wanted to try to take public transit everywhere because it's public. Another thing is the public transit in Chicago is it's really clean. I actually was really surprised. It's very new and updated and well kept. The buses are nice. The trains are really cool. The L system is so fun to take and has so much cool history with it. Yeah, taking the L, something I gotta do all the time because don't have a car, I guess. But for real, I should be taking the W here, because it's such a win. Exploring new places is super fun if you just hop on the train and see where it goes. Okay, so lastly, the housing stock here in Chicago is fantastic. It already exists. That's the best part. There's cities with increased demand for housing, and that just drives the cost. Look at these cities here. They have lots of issues trying to figure out how to fit everyone in houses that are reasonably priced. And the good part about Chicago with this is that there are already houses everywhere and lots of apartments everywhere. Lots of blocks have those single row houses, and then they have the caps at the end, which are apartments. I live in one of those. It's fantastic. If you're interested, go ahead, drop a like on the video. I might make a video on how I picked my apartment. So, everyone's gonna ask, yo, isn't Chicago sketchy? Honestly, guys, I thought about this when I was moving here, and it blew my mind how nice of a city it is compared to what the media says it is. In a city, there's definitely gonna be problems of crime and theft. Chicago honestly doesn't really stand out to me as something that is different than many other cities. If you compare them all together, yeah, they're probably all kind of the same. Chicago doesn't necessarily stand out to me as something that's more dangerous than another city like Houston, Texas. Honestly, the thing about that is as long as you stay chill, you're probably gonna be all right. So ultimately, guys, I picked Chicago. It just had the best of all the options of public transit and things to do. Honestly, it's a great, well-rounded, world-class city. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Jake Mercure, and this is a video. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have an awesome day.